Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're diving into a totally fascinating and honestly kind of unsettling scientific detective story. It all started back in 2006 when scientists monitoring our global atmosphere detected this massive, really strange anomaly. We're talking about a sudden, unexplained spike in a very specific invisible gas. It's a discovery that absolutely shocked the scientific community and cracked wide open a mystery that the Earth had kept hidden for thousands of years. So, the crux of the whole issue was this 2006 anomaly. Scientists noticed that atmospheric methane levels had suddenly just skyrocketed, and even more alarmingly, they just kept going up. Naturally, the immediate assumption was, well, this is our fault. It's so easy to point the finger at human pollution and industrialization, right? But as investigators dug deeper, the data revealed something entirely unexpected, something that really challenged everything we thought we knew about our planet's climate cycles. And that brings us to the ultimate question we're exploring today. Is this continuous methane spike a sign of the end of the world as we know it? Or are we just witnessing the beginning of some massive, unprecedented climate shift? Okay, let's dive into this. Because to really understand the scale of what's happening, we first need to understand the gas itself. So, methane. It's a naturally occurring gas that basically acts as this immensely potent thermal insulator. Think of it like a really heavy winter blanket wrapped tightly around the Earth. When this gas is released into the atmosphere, it traps the sun's heat inside far more aggressively than standard carbon dioxide does. The heat comes in, but it just can't get out. It's effectively cooking the planet from the inside. To figure out why this insulation is suddenly getting so thick, scientists had to look to the past. Section 1. History hidden in ice. By drilling deep down into Antarctica and Greenland, researchers use these massive ice cores as literal time machines. Every year, snow falls and traps the atmosphere's air, which lets scientists read exactly what gases were floating around millions of years ago. And tracing back through these epochs reveals Earth's incredible history. We're currently in the Quaternary period, which kicked off about 2.5 million years ago. Now, for most of that time, during the Pleistocene epoch, the Earth went through these intense ice ages, with massive glaciers covering the globe. Then, about 12,000 years ago, we entered the Holocene epoch, a nice, stable, warm era that allowed human civilization to completely thrive. But here is a super surprising fact. Because we still have ice sitting at the North and South poles, technically, we are actually still inside an ice age today. Wild, right? Which brings us to Section 2, Earth's natural cycles. Over millions of years, the Earth has followed this really strict rhythm. By reading those ice cores, scientists discovered a profound pattern. They call it the rule of 100,000 years. Basically, every 100,000 years, atmospheric methane naturally spikes. It acts like a giant alarm clock, signaling the end of an ice age and the start of a massive planetary warming phase. And this natural alarm clock is triggered by three major cosmic shifts called Milankovitch cycles. First up is eccentricity, where our orbit stretches into an oval shape over 100,000 years, pulling us closer to the sun's heat. Second is axial tilt, which changes how much direct summer sun the poles actually get. And third is precession, meaning the Earth literally wobbles on its axis like a spinning top. When these three cycles align, boom, the Earth warms up dramatically. And this cosmic alignment sets off a massive chain reaction down here on Earth. See, white ice acts like a giant mirror, reflecting the sun's rays back into space. But as the planet warms and that white ice melts, it exposes the dark soil and dark blue ocean water hiding underneath. And we all know dark colors absorb heat, right? So this absorbed heat melts even more ice, which eventually starts unlocking ancient trapped gases, like carbon dioxide and, you guessed it, methane from deep within the ground. Now, that is how the Earth naturally warms itself up. But here is where the mystery of 2006 really comes into play. Section 3, the broken rule. So, Earth's history dictates that methane spikes every 100,000 years. That's the expectation. But our last natural spike was just 12,000 years ago, marking the start of our current epoch. So, why on earth did we get a massive spike in 2006? That is a full 88,000 years too early. And scientists knew it couldn't just be human industry because human natural gas emissions had actually plateaued back in the 1990s. To find out exactly where this phantom gas was coming from, scientists had to deploy some seriously advanced modern technology. Section 4, the new source of methane. Using NASA satellites, researchers began beaming these special, specific wavelength lasers right down to Earth. These lasers are designed to be absorbed solely by methane gas, which allowed scientists to build a highly accurate global map of the leaks. And man, the mapping revealed some jaw-dropping numbers: 73,440. That is the number of tons of methane released every single year from just one single location, a massive 3-mile-long landfill cloud hovering over Iran. To put that into perspective for you, that is the equivalent weight of 180 Boeing jumbo jets in pure invisible gas just being pumped into the sky annually. Absolutely massive. So, okay, human sources were definitely contributing. Beyond that staggering 8,500 kilograms an hour coming from the Iran landfill, those satellites also found 12 major oil and gas leak points in Turkmenistan, pumping out 4,000 kilograms an hour. But here's the major plot twist. The scientific community realized that even these massive human sources didn't account for the whole 2006 spike. A massive, totally unseen portion was actually coming naturally from melting forest permafrost. And this is where we hit an absolutely crucial takeaway. It's a high-value insight that completely flips our understanding of the threat. We almost always assume human pollution is the big, unmanageable problem, right? But human sources like landfills and gas fields can actually be capped. That methane can be collected and even converted into usable energy. But natural sources? Melting forest permafrost is exposing ancient frozen fossils that are rapidly decomposing and releasing methane across vast, untamable wilderness. It is literally impossible to capture. Which brings us to this terrifying realization from our source material. Quote, if this is truly happening naturally rather than because of humans, then it is impossible to stop. We aren't just looking at the side effects of industrialization anymore. We are literally watching the Earth trigger a massive, uncontrollable, natural chain reaction of decomposition and gas release. And that brings us to our final part, Section 5, an unknown and dangerous future. You see, the true danger lies in a completely unique combination of factors. Yes, the Earth has seen massive methane spikes before, like the one 12,000 years ago. But back then, the Earth was covered in massive, thick glaciers. Today we are facing skyrocketing methane levels while our glaciers are already significantly melted down. This specific combination has literally never been seen before. The scientific community has absolutely no specific reference point in Earth's history for this. We are flying completely blind. We don't know how high these methane levels are going to go, and because this gas stays in the atmosphere for a full decade before breaking down, the warming effect is going to be an incredibly potent and entirely unpredictable. So, what does this all mean for us? It leaves us with this final, really profound question. With these uncontrollable natural releases driving up the temperature, will this finally melt the remaining polar caps and completely end the ice age we are technically still in? Or is this massive 2006 anomaly going to plunge our climate into an entirely unpredictable, uncharted new phase of Earth's history? The data is still coming in, but one thing is for absolutely certain. Our planet is waking up in a way we have never witnessed before. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer. I really hope this helped you unpack this incredible mystery.